Hello everybody. Welcome back to the channel, and we are closing to the weekend. We are going to see today the opening and final round tracks for F1 Class Community Championship Week 5 event, which is our Team Alpine event. I hope everybody made it to the opening, and I hope we helped with our previous video with strategies for the qualifying round. And now uh, we have 8 more tracks to master and get first uh, the qualification for the final, and then trying to look for some gold, bronze. I don't know. Everybody's looking for at least the top 10. So we are here to help you with this. Let's go and see our tracks. First of all, let's take a look at the temperatures, where we see in Jeddah, again, as always, we will probably have issues. We have to see the weather before we start and decide. And of course, during the race, maybe the conditions will change. So we have to keep in mind and be careful about the temperatures. If they go over 30 degrees, softs are an issue in Jeddah. Now, um, I can see in Austria 32 degrees, but I don't believe it's going to be an issue. We'll see. We'll see this. On the rest of the tracks, we are okay with our temperatures, and as you can see, we have 7 dry races and 1 which is going to be 100% wet race in the United Kingdom. Our Silverstone will be a wet race. So let's start. Let's start with our strategies, and let's start with our first track, which is Singapore. Very straightforward track. It's a cornering track, so we need cornering boosts. It's a 7 laps track, so it's 1 pit stop, 4-3, 3-4. It's sorry, it was 7 laps. How did I go? So I went so back. So yeah, it's a 6 lap race, so it's 1 lap. It's a 1 pit stop race. 3-3 for both our drivers. We can do 4-2, but reliability is an issue. It's a slower tactic. Only if you are afraid of that you cannot avoid stacking, then yes. 3-3 one driver, 4-2 the second driver. Please use gene hook, some boost with reliability boosting, so you can be more relaxed about your car's reliability and not break down at the 4th lap. Now, yeah, that's it for Singapore. Nothing more to say. It's very simple. Uh, Hungary. I hate this track. Anyway, um, Hungary. Let's see. If you are at the back or in the middle of the grid, 5-3 medium soft or hard soft, depending on your tire management. Of course, we are choosing cornering boosts here. And of course, 3-5 soft medium, and maybe not just for the back or in the middle of the grid. Even if we are at the top of the grid, we can use this strategy. Go a very fast first stint, and then 5 laps with mediums. If we are P1, P2, we can easily follow this strategy. Now, the best strategy is 4-4, soft medium, but if we don't get stuck at the back too much, mainly if we don't get stuck in the middle, of the grid. If we are at the back, it will maybe work like an undercut, because most of the bots will pit at lap 5. If we are at the top, okay, it's okay. But if we are in the middle of the grid, it's a little bit tricky. When we pit at lap 4, it's a little bit tricky. We have to be careful, but it's one of the safest strategies we can follow. Of course, medium, if you can't do 4 laps with the softs. Now, it's an option. 2 pit stops in Hungary with softs, it's an option. If you get P1 easily before the end of first lap, maybe we can think about it, but only then. So this goes to top starters or middle starters with great race start that know that who they know that they trust that they will go P1, P2 easily. Now, for me, if you ask me, I would gladly start both my drivers with softs, and then depending on how the race goes, I will have to do 4-4, maybe both of them, or 4-4 and 3-5. Even if I am at the top of the grid, and my last choice would be this one. Jeddah, don't forget what I said about the high temperatures. If the temperatures are over 30, instead of soft, maybe we should use mediums. Maybe, but or we can still use softs, but be more conservative on our approach in these 2 stints. Well, the first stint is the one we push more. The second stint, we recharge our ERS to have full power for the hards in the third stint. We have to be careful in our first stint, mainly here, if the temperature is very high. 2-3 and 3-2. Here I will say stick to this plan with medium in the end, even if the temperature is lower than 30 degrees. We want to be able to push in our last stint as much as we can. So yeah, mediums so we can push. Okay, of course, if we are P1 and we have an easy P1, we can use softs. We are not going to push, but we are talking about having a fight in the last 2 laps. Mainly this track, speed boosts. I won't say no to cornering boosts or combo boosts. Combo boosts, I would like them, but mainly it speed boosts in this track. Of course, some can still use the 3 pits strategy. It's a little bit slower at this time, so we will see. Maybe we can test them again after the new upgrade. It's a little bit slower, but if you feel that either starting with hards or finishing with hards is something you don't like, you can try this. Silverstone, that's an easy one because it will rain. So as I said, I would really love a rainy event. 8 laps, only 8 tracks, only wet weather conditions, it would be the best event I could see, and the easiest, because the only thing we have to do is pit one lap before the bots. This is why 3-4, wherever we are, back, middle, or at the top of the grid. Here again, I would like to see you using speed boosts. The bots will pit at lap 4. This is what we want to avoid. So 2-3-2 would be 2-3-2 would be a choice. So if we don't want to go both our drivers 3-4, to avoid stacking 3-4 and 2-3-2, to avoid pitting in lap 4, although this is a little bit slower, but it works. And of course, if our driver is at the top of the grid, or we start P10, P11, I don't care where, and we end up after lap 1 in P3, P2, P1, yeah, then to avoid stacking, the driver that is at the back 3-4, nicely before the bots, this driver will pit with the bots, but he's pitting first, second, or third. So we are avoiding the traffic in the pits, so we can do it. We can choose this strategy, and that's it. When we are at the back, to avoid pit traffic, we pit one lap before the bots. If we are at the top of the grid, we don't care, we pit with the bots, because the bots are coming from behind. They are not going to stall us at all. Let's go to Baku. This is a track with the drivers we have, Gasly and Ocon. I am very troubled of what I'm going to do with these two. Of course, our main strategies, and I'm sticking to them, is 4-3 and 3-4, especially if we are at the back or in the middle of the grid. Hard, medium. Okay, I will hard, medium, and medium hard. Of course, if with the drivers we have medium 4-3, I believe it will be easy to do it, and we will be very fast with this. And from the discussion I had, yes, this is a strategy for our driver that is at the back of the grid, that is second. If we have a driver that is P5, P6, P7, P8, yeah, 4-3, medium, and if we have a driver P1, P2, P3, okay, forgive me for a while, okay, excuse me for this, I forgot to to put on the do not disturb. So now, if we have a driver that starts P1, P2, P3, P4, then yes, 2-2-3, soft, medium, maybe all softs. We could do it. Gasly can easily do it. Ocon, with a high, if you have a maxed out Ocon, he can easily do all stints with softs. So and of course it's 3-2-2, but here maybe even the first stint with softs. This is a different event than others. We have two drivers with very good tire management, especially Gasly. So we have to exploit it. We have to take advantage of it and use softer compounds so we can be faster. Here, I'm not going to tell you, probably cornering boosts are the best. Cornering boosts are mostly preferred. If you start at the top of the grid and you don't need tire management, you don't need race start boosting, then combo boosts are the top choice. Merlion is the best choice you can have or tune in. Now, I won't say no to a speed boost, but probably cornering boosts have an edge uh, comparing to speed boosts. Combo boosts are the best we can use only if we don't need to boost our race start. Barcelona. Now, Barcelona could easily be a track like Mexico, Hungary, but it's very tire consuming, so we cannot talk about using going for soft medium. So we have to go to harder compounds, even with Gasly and Ocon having so good tire management. So we start, if you are at the back or in the middle of the grid. If you are back markers, then 5-3, the long game, the patience game. It's one of the best strategies you can choose. Hard, soft, of course, you can't go 5 laps with mediums. Impossible. Okay. If you conserve 5 laps, yes, but you will be slower than using the hard. So 5-3, hard, soft. Of course, 4-4, a great choice. Medium, medium, wherever we are in the grid. And if we are in the middle or at the top of the grid, I would try to go for 2 pit stops. 3-3-2. Not the undercut, it hasn't worked so well. So 3-3-2 is the best choice, and this is because Spain, Barcelona is a little bit bigger track than Mexico and Hungary, so we can using softs, and we can gain the lost time of the second pit stop. Now, as far as it goes for boosts, this is mainly a cornering track. So first choice cornering boosts, combo boosts, and I would avoid speed boosts. It's not like last season where we used dead fast for the big straight uh, to overtake everyone. It's a different game now, and this doesn't work. So uh, cornering or combo boosts for this strategy, for all the strategies for this track. Let's go to Austin. Yep, let's go to Austin. Uh, well, here is a 7 lap track. So 1 pit stop, 2 pit stops, not an issue. After update 29, I'm not doing 2 pit stops here for no reason. For whatever reason, I'm avoiding 2 pit stops. It's a very slow strategy after the last update. So 4-3, medium, medium. We are, if we don't have good management, we conserve a little bit, and then we push. This is if we are at the back or in the middle of the grid. Of course, if we are at the top of the grid, and medium hard if we are at the back or in the middle and we don't have good tire management. Now, if we have good tire management, then soft, medium, and medium soft. 3-4, soft, medium, and I'm writing here frost and char. For those of you that are on the edge of I can do it, I can do 3 laps with soft. I can do 3 laps with soft. But after, I believe, 80 tire management, let me see and I will tell you. After, yeah, after having 80 in tire management and even 79, but for sure 80, 81, if you have 80, 81 in tire management, then we don't need to boost our tire management. We can do soft medium and medium soft easily, and we can push. It's not only we conserve only in the big straight, and we push in the corners where we can overtake, and that's how it goes for all 7 laps. Mm, this is the fastest strategy you can have in Austin. I will say it again. I'm. It's not a solution. It's not an option doing 2 pit stops here. It's a very very slow strategy after the update. And I believe this is the last track. Yes, this is the last track, and it's a very straightforward track because it's the only track we have with 10 laps, and 10 laps means 2 pit stops. Forget 1 pit stop. 5-5. I have heard someone told me, why don't you try 5-5 with hards? Yeah, everybody would have finished the race, go for something to eat, and we will still be racing. It's that slow, believe me. So let's stick to what we know. It's the fastest way to go, and it's 2 pit stops: soft, soft, medium, and medium, soft, soft. Uh, I don't know if Gasly, with maxed out tire management, can do 4 laps with softs here. If he can, I would really like to try it, because it will be it would be very interesting uh, to do the first stint uh, with softs. But if he can, so basically 3-3-4 and 4-3-3. Now, boosts. The best choice is combo, because we have lots of corners, lots of straights here, but this is only if we start at the top of the grid and we don't need race start boosting. Else, I'm not so sure. I believe that it's almost equal if you use cornering or speed boosts here. I have tried cornering boosts, I have tried speed boosts. The results were almost the same. So I'm not going to tell you choose cornering or speed boost. I will tell you, look your setup, see what's missing. If it's missing, if it's speed that's missing, use firework, use street shark. If it's cornering missing, yeah, use herald, hook, Koopa, Prince. So mainly it's up to you. It's up to the setup of your car, what you're going to choose here. Yeah. So that's it for all our tracks, our A tracks for this weekend. As I told you many times, I'm saying in my strategies, I am proposing, oh, use medium, use soft, or use cornering boosts, or use um, speed boosts. Well, this is a guidance of what to do, but we always have to think for ourselves and adjust these strategies to what we have. So if we have a car with bad cornering, we will always boost our cornering, even if it's even if it's Silverstone, where we use speed boosts. No, we will use cornering boosts if our setup isn't at the level we want, if we are lacking cornering. So this is a guidance about what we need in those tracks, but you have to adjust it to your setup, to your drivers, and act accordingly. Anyway, we will talk again about all this. Let's go and see our 8 tracks. Singapore, Hungary, Jeddah, Silverstone, wet racing Silverstone, Baku in Azerbaijan, Barcelona, Austin, and finally the Red Bull Ring, Spielberg in Austria. That's it for today. That's it for this weekend. Let's hope we have a strong racing weekend with great results. I hope we helped you with this guide, and I'll see you in my 2 upcoming live streams, Saturday and Sunday, for opening and hopefully the final round of the Alpine Team Series event. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. In the description you will find the way how to support me via the game app, and of course the Team Alpine Discord. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye everybody. Bye.